Hi, everybody. I am so excited. We have Jackie here today. And what I'm going to do today, right now, is to show you exactly how I share my Healy. And so I use Facebook a lot, and you can apply the same kind of steps on whatever platform you're using. So basically, I connect. I have a community of people that follow me, and I connect with them, and I just keep it very simple. I just put it on post and say, who wants a scan? Who wants an aura scan? Who wants a frequency energies / frequency scan? Because sometimes, depending on the community you're with, some people don't understand what frequencies are, but they understand what energies is. But it's all the same thing, really, right? So I do that. I get a bunch of response, and then I would send them a quick a text and say, thank you for responding to my post. And I send a 6-minute clip. It's called a burning candle. If you don't have it, let me know. I'll send it to you. And just get them to get an idea what this is about. And I go straight and just schedule a meeting with them because I want them to, experience it. Usually when I schedule a meeting, I give them 2 time. Like, are you available tomorrow morning or Thursday morning or tomorrow morning or in the afternoon, so that they can choose and we can just put the meeting down. Okay, and at the time the meeting, I will send them a Zoom link. The best way I feel that um, to do it by Zoom, because I think the more engaged we are with our prospects or our customer or friends, the better it is, because each scan is different, because I always try to make it more personalized. So for example, if you're facing with someone who has a lot of pain, right, then you want to just be able to answer to that. And so at the end of the session, they know that Healy it's actually a medical grade device in Europe that can take care of pain. And in the US is an FDA clear device for pain relief, right? So you want to be speaking to it. For someone who doesn't talk about that, I don't even have to mention that. Or someone that have sleeping issues, we have an amazing program that take care of our sleep. So it's important to really just take the time to get to know who you're talking to. And I usually spend some time to remind myself who I'm talking to, what is their background, so that I'm more relevant when I'm connecting with them. I'm connecting at the level. I'm actually doing the scan that is relevant to them. Another thing is, some of the people I'm scanning, they already like a practitioner, right? Like an energy healer, a Reiki practitioner, a health coach. Then my conversation is very different, because then I would just like, do you know anything about chakra? So the first 5 minutes really just to connect and get to know what kind of jargon they know, right? Because some people don't even know what chakra is, right? So the thing to remind yourself is never talk about someone's head, because it's just not productive, right? And for someone, I can actually get engaged in this at a different level of conversation. I want to make sure that, at a level. And what I found myself, I'm constantly learning for myself, is that I always talk too much. That's just me. So the more that you can actually listen, the more you are letting your customer have the best experience for the scan. It could be 30 minutes or 60 minutes. You want to make the best of it. They don't have to buy it right away, but if we do our best to share the product, if they're interested, if it's for them, they will always come back to you. So that's the goal, right? So, and I always like to do the scan with Zoom, and so that I can engage the person. And then I would log on to Zoom in 2 different accounts. So right now, you can see my face. I'm using one account, and you also see another account with Mei Chung. So the other one is to share my screen. So I'm just going to get started and show you how to do it, right? So after that, say I'm going to do a scan, and today, I'm just so fortunate to have the opportunity to do your scan today, Jackie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share screen. So I'm going to go to Zoom right here. I actually on my primary, I have to allow multiple participants to share the screen. Okay. So under my phone, there's if I press share, it says share screen and then start broadcast. Then we see the screen pop up. Great.
Okay.
And so you can see the entire process, right? And I always start with the blue app.
So you're sharing your screen, you're in your phone doing this, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's in the separate one. So I'm sharing screen from the other account, right? So that you can still see my face, right? So that's a separate account, 2 different accounts. Otherwise, you cannot do that.
See, that's what I'm not familiar with how to do that.
You just play with it. It's so easy.
Watching.
Yeah, you can actually do it on your own.
Okay.
Just turn on Zoom and just do that, right? So when you share the screen, then we can get started. And I would say, let's do an analysis. So I would try to set a profile first, right? And I would explain that you can set a profile for person, an animal, or plants is really versatile. And here we're going to do a person profile. And this is a way for, this is how quantum physics work, right? So we'll find you and be able to capture your frequencies, and then analyze it and then spit out a report, right? So then we're gonna put the picture into the profile and then put in your name. So Jackie, the best thing is to put down their legal name. Is your legal name Jackie?
Jacqueline,
Jacqueline,
J-A-C, yeah, J-A-C-Q-U-E-Q. Yeah, there you go, Q-U-E-L-I-N-E, got it.
Right.
And then Gail, G-A-L-E.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then your date of birth?
7/20/57. Yeah, 7/20, Saturday. There you go.
Great. Place of birth?
Camden, C-A-M-D-E-N, Camden, New Jersey.
Like this?
Yes, New Jersey, U.S.
And I think for the present city, I just put the postal code should be enough. So what's your postal code?
08201.
This country is USA.
Oh.
Okay. And then we can actually connect the Healy and record your vibration. So do you see the little thing that's that record vibration? You tap on that little plus,
and you say yes,
and you hold your Healy on your hand.
Yes.
And you say record vibration, and then it will scan for your Healy. I gotta turn on my Healy.
So yours is a little different. Mine, you put a thumbprint.
That's the second part. This is the profile.
Oh, okay. All right,
the
good.
thumbprint is the second.
That's the stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, great. Now it's recording your vibrations, kind of like your digital signature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's done. And then we can just save it and start. And now, so I always like to start the aura analysis. And I tap on there and you press, I'm recording your aura right now. And after you do that, see the little cloud symbol on the top right?
Yes.
You tap on that, then you can download your aura photo. And then I go to the little wiggly on the top right. I tap on that. And then I can email it to you. I think I have your email, right? Do you have your email?
It's
JSGALE, right?
Yeah, go back. JSGale1
at gmail.com, right? Yeah, I have it.
JSGale1 at gmail.com.
Okay, so this is your aura photo.
Okay.
And then you can take your time to read the whole thing and stuff. We don't have the time to go through that. So we're going to do a quick thing. So we'll send you a few reports. And when you press analysis, you see your seventh chakra, right?
Wow.
And so, yes, does this resonate with you in any way?
Yeah, it does. It does. Wow, it's
Okay.
all over the map.
This is interesting. It's actually very interesting. So what the program does is automatically pick up the lowest 3 chakra. You can actually check off. You can do all, or you can just do one.
Okay.
So it's really up to you. So this is number 1. And as you can imagine, the key is to optimize all 7 chakra, right? So that's why it's picking up the 3 lowest ones. So you can just start an analysis. And one of the things is about that's so unique about a Healy. It's so easy to use. Once you use it like 10 times, it's like, you just press, and a lot of people get this fear that this is very hard to use. No, it's like a cell phone, right? You can use it in a very sophisticated way, or you can just use it just simply, right? You don't need to be like a holistic healer to use this app, the way I look at it. So I start analysis. Right now is analyzing in more detail, in spitting out more detailed report on your lowest 3 chakra. Again, there's many points, and I won't have time to go through all of them with you. What I'll do is I'll send you the report.
Okay.
So I'll send you a report, right? Show PDF at the bottom. And then I will tap on the top right and then go to my email. And this is the aura scan. Okay. So you get the whole report. So because of time, I will just go through one point with you. And I always emphasize that I'm just here to guide you, because I've done like 30, 40 scans already. And I'm just getting comfortable about interpreting interpreting these report, right? However, at the end of the day is what is relevant to you. If any of these points are not relevant to you, ignore them. You see a little red cross on each point, you can actually tap on that and delete that point if you want.
Okay.
Because there's some point could be deep in your subconscious that you were not aware of it, or you're just not, it's not the right time for you to work on it. We want to be sensitive to that, right? So so that's that. And also you see the little pencil there? For each of the point, if that resonate with you, you can actually tap on that pencil. You can personalize it with your own words, right? Which is more powerful, right? In describing your present situation, right? That based on your interpretation, make it more relevant. So there you can actually add in more things like that, right?
Can I interrupt you a second? I do have a quick question, unless you're going to explain it. At the top, like for instance, what's on the screen now, you see 88%, you see a number, you see a C2, and then you see a number after that. That's, I need to study what that means, because I don't know what that refers to.
We'll do a separate video to explain that, because that is just at a quick level. There's actually a chart that you can go through. We can do a separate video on that, because that's one of the commonly asked questions. But the higher the relevant in here, you will see 88% of the top is the higher the relevance, something that you want to be conscious of and work on right now. If it's lower relevance, because we're like, I always explain that we're like a big onion with many layers of the issues, right? You can only try to work on a few things at a time. You can only do so much one day. By thinking about the 100 thing that you have to do on your to-do list is not productive. Maybe just do 1 to 5 things today, and then do something else tomorrow, that kind of thing. So this is the most relevant one that you want to focus on, the first number, right? And the second one, the number 7, is basically how much you're aware of it. The higher the number is, that's something that you can act on, or you're more aware of. If that number is low, like 2 or 3, it could be something that you are not ready to act on, or you're not ready to face, or you're not ready to do anything with it, because it's more in the subconscious level, right? And the third one, there's also like has an acronym C, D, and LM. It has to do with things at a spiritual level, or in the emotional level. C is in the emotional level, and D is in the physical level. Again, there's a separate thing, we can go in more deeper into that. But as a first-time user, I would not emphasize too much into being too technical.
Yeah.
You really just start using it, and then you can get deeper and deeper, right? Now,
Okay.
the first one came up as one of your lowest is the heart chakra, right? So
Yeah.
now I'll explain to the people is that there's the present state that's based on capturing your current vibration. And that's what it is finding. And then the desire states and desire description is where you want to get to optimize your energy, right?
Okay.
Now, again, it's based on your own interpretation. And the more you practice, the more you get deeper and knowing yourself, the more you get out of it. So be gentle, take baby step. Don't have to push yourself. And again, you can push as deep as much or as less, right? So let's just try this one. And I always like, for me, again, the Healy is amazing because you can do it whatever way, personalize it, because your personality is different. How you work with your friends or your customers is different. This I can only share my style, right? I find it more productive to start with the desired state and then go back to the present state.
Okay.
So we'll just do that. And then you can do it whichever way you like, right? So, and I always focus on the bolder text. Okay. So I'm just gonna, because the unbolded text, they kind of just a generic type of thing, harmonization of the various topic, that kind of thing, right? So in here, your desire states is for you, right? I have understanding and compassion for other people, and I'm empathic and authentic. So that means that is your desire state. That is the state will give you the optimize your power in this heart chakra. And if you go to the description further down, it says that there's a deeper knowledge of the power of unconditional giving, and the responsibility of one's own topics is integrated. Through the unconditional love for oneself, unconditional love for others becomes possible. Now that's the desire state, okay?
Yes.
Now the present state. The present state, you have to kind of sometimes read between the line and then use your own interpretation, get deeper to it, okay? The person can understand other people because of their spiritualized attitude, but lacks real understanding and compassion.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
That's really interesting. Does this, and I always ask, does it resonate with you in any way? Again, you want to share a little bit how you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I thought I was very compassionate and very understanding. So I don't know what this is showing me. Obviously, there's room for improvement. So if you're open,
good. I love that, what you just say. Rooms
if you're open-minded about it, then I can always, improve on that.
Yeah. So this is a great point. Rooms for improvement. And also we want to be gentle because everybody is different. You will see some scanned people complete silence. They do not respond. There's some people have just endless things to talk about. And I actually prefer the one that talks about a lot, because then I can get a sense of who they are, right? And also ties into how deep you are into your self-awareness, right? And I also want to emphasize, there is nothing wrong. The aura analysis is nothing about being wrong. There's nothing wrong. We all different. We all have our gifts from God. We all have our strengths and weaknesses to work on. So it's all about that. So it's nothing wrong. So if I may, I can offer a little bit my interpretation. And so it's almost like take it or leave it. If it doesn't fit, then you can just ignore it, right? So just based on my understanding is that it's talking about you, the person, right? You can understand other people. That's a great gift. That is amazing to start up with. How many people can actually say that you can understand other people, right?
Yeah.
So that's amazing, right? And because of their spiritualized attitude, you got great attitude. That's amazing, right? And you spiritualize your attitude, and then you're someone that people feel warm with, that connect with you, right? Yes. You can do that, but lacks real understanding, compassion.
That's interesting. I'm curious what that means.
Again, this is my interpretation, right? You can connect people at a superficial level, but you can connect with people with a deeper level, with a deeper understanding.
I can or cannot.
I said you can. No, I said that's an area that you can work deeper into.
Yes.
Getting
yes.
better, right? So
Yeah.
what I'm trying to explain to you is, I find myself too sometimes. I'm constantly getting so many messages for the people I never talk to. I can only connect to them at a superficial level, right?
Yes.
Just based on what I see on their profile or what I know about them. That's all I could, right?
Yeah.
But when you actually spend, you will find, like when you actually do like a 1 hour Zoom like that, actually get to know people. And when people open up, actually tell them about their situation, right? I just connect with someone that she just went through a recent divorce and she has to take care of 2 small kids. That's a lot, right? It tells you a lot. And then she has to trust me enough to tell me all that stuff. And the more insights you know about the situation, and you, Jackie, you just told me that you went through some stuff in the last year, and you are, so obviously a lot is happening that I don't know, right? So I actually lack a real understanding of you. Does that make sense?
Of course.
And I think if I don't really have a real understanding of you and being able to connect at a deeper level, then I would lack the compassion, like the real compassion. So what this is saying, that your heart chakra can further optimize if you can take that point and kind of optimize it. And so whoever you're connecting with, keep that in mind to try to focus into getting a deeper into real understanding and compassion into.
So it's not a judgment. It's just kind of a
totally not.
It's a highlighted part that would flag you to say this can use some improvement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is solely not like you can. We all have a layer of onions. Like you can talk to a monk that's been meditating for 20 years. They will still have something like that. You know, we all have something, right?
Yep.
So, and how deep and how you want to work it is up to you, right? There's someone that you can come in contact. They are just so grounded, you know, they're like, you know, like a living Buddha, you know, saying. So it's never, do not interpret it as a bad thing. Does that make sense?
But
because that affect your energy. The minute you interpret it as a negative thing, you're actually taking it in the wrong way, right?
I understand. Yeah.
Perfect. So you're getting it. So again, depending who you're talking to, your customer, you need to be gentle. Some people just do not respond.
And some people can see that and be triggered by it.
Exactly. And you need to be sensitive about that and just kind of back off a little bit, not to push a point forward.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean, right? You know, you do coaching, it's a similar thing too. And then sometimes some people are ready and some people are not ready in certain area.
Okay.
And the fact that they're willing to do a scan is a good big step forward, the way I look at it, right? Okay, so then you can go through and read the rest of the report and do the same thing. And you don't have to work on auto point, or you can pick a few points on auto point. It's up to you, right? And the uniqueness about the Healy is that you can actually vibrate the frequencies to optimize your chakra.
Yeah.
And this is how it's done. Okay, so when I press vibrate, and it really depends on you. Some people, they might feel like they only need a few seconds of boost, right? It's kind of just like to snap out or just to get from here.
How did you get to that? How did you, I missed this step.
If you go start.
Oh, I see.
Okay, if you go vibrate.
Okay, I got it.
And then you tap on the time, it default to 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Yes, okay.
Okay. And so this is how I explain to people, right? You can do a few seconds and just get a snap of the vibration. It's up to you. It's all personal. Some people might do 30 seconds, 7 seconds, or 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Right.
If you want to do longer, let's just say you meditate every single day, you can actually integrate this into your meditation. If you do like a half an hour meditation, 1 hour meditation, or you take a nap, or you do your cooking, you do your gardening, or you go to work, or maybe you're falling asleep. So as long as you have the intention, is like, okay, I want to optimize my aura, I'm taking in the vibration, you can continue. You don't have to be still. You don't have to, right? So then then you're basically vibrating these frequencies in the information field.
Okay.
That would optimize it to get you closer to where is your desired state, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So usually I would do only a 37 seconds.
Yes.
Right. And then I will do it like this. And I say, okay, you have a choice. You can close your eyes and I can gently, and you can just receive the vibration with your intention. And let me know, you may or may not feel anything. Some people may feel a little tingling of the sensation, very subtle. Some people might not feel anything. And, or you can actually, you see, as I'm doing you can see the screen, you can actually read the bolded text on your own. What would you prefer?
Okay, I like to give my own free will.
So
Probably,
do you want to read it on your own?
Probably the vibration part.
So do you want to read it on your own? Do you want me to read it and you close your eyes?
Oh, the part I have understanding and compassion for other people, and I am empathetic and authentic.
Yes. Yeah, all the bolder part. Yeah. So as I do the vibration, you see the thing scrolling, right? The next point will come up. The next point will come up like that.
Okay.
So you can actually read on your own. What would you like?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll read it on my own. Or
Okay.
what? Do you read it too? Is that the other option?
So you have a choice, one of two options. The first one is you let me read it and you just close your eyes and listen to me and you take in the energy. So that one is kind of like more focused. Or you can just, we can just stay quiet. You read on your own. What would you like?
No, I like the idea of you doing it because you're performing a service. Yes.
Yeah. So so I can do that. Okay. So I'm going to do a quick one and you can just, just absorb the vibration. Okay. I have understanding and compassion for other people, and I am empathic and authentic. I like to give of my own free will. I know that I am an infinite soul that goes beyond the physical body. I have a fulfilled and happy sexuality. I feel safe and full of love. That's it. That's a short one. So at this point, I'll just ask them quickly if they feel anything, if there's any,
No, not particularly.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. So basically is if you want to optimize it, you can vibrate this 37 seconds a few times a day, or maybe 3 minutes once a day, so it's up to you how you want to do it. And the analogy I always give to people is that it's like, let's just say you're very sad and you know that, okay, that's enough. I need to snap out of it. I need to be joyful again, right? So the frequency, like surrounding with yourself with the 10 of the happiest person taking you out and doing that, you can get there faster versus surrounding yourself with 10 very sad people. You'll just get sadder and sadder, right?
Right.
So the frequency there you still have to do the work, right? You can't rely on the tool. It's a tool, right? You still have the intention that you, after reading on all the points, knowing what you want to do to optimize your energy, the frequencies there to really to enhance help you get there. Yeah. So that's what it is. So that ends the aura scan. Okay. So that's what this device can do. Yeah. And then I will go to the next scan now. Okay. Which is, I think Susie just joined us. We're recording right now, Susie. So we'll just keep going. So the next one I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a resonance scan. There are lot of database this little gadget can offer, but I usually just start with the all program scan to identify your highest areas that you need to kind of pay attention at this point, right? So where's the all program? Right at the top here. So by placing my finger here, I'm just a conduit to channeling your energy into the Healy to do your scan. Okay, and then after the scan, I immediately send a report, show PDF, take actions, show PDF, and I send in the report. Okay, and then out of the top scan, I would pick like maybe one to do a more detailed scan, right? So the Go Cycle program or the learning program, actually I want to do the learning program because sometimes you don't have time to do a lot of scan. This is really just a high level scan and you can actually go do a scan, send it to the person later on. It's up to you how you want to do this, right? But for here, I can actually do a learning program. That's because that looks interesting to me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back here. So if you go back to the list, has all the history, right?
Yes.
Which one resonate with you the highest? Which one would you like to do? I can do Go Cycle, learning, but
either the learning or the Healy digital nutrition. But let's do the learning one. That is an interesting one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
let's try that.
And also maybe the bio and energetic harmony would give more insight on specific organs, whatever.
Now,
right?
These were the ones that resonated the most. So they're the ones that.
Right. Okay. Exactly. If it resonates the most with you, then we should do that. So let's just do that. And again, really just like have fun from this, right? This is so much fun. I just love it. So we go to do the learning program, right? Mm-hmm. That's a great picture.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Memory. Does this resonate with you?
Yes, it does. That's a good one.
Yeah. Because I'm a little challenged in the same area too. I resonate with that one too.
I find it's harder when I'm really tired or overwhelmed.
Yeah. So this is learning.
Okay. So you just sent me that, and then
I sent you that.
Okay.
And then so then I would just go directly to the pink app and show people. So right now, the highest relevance memory, exam systematic, stress acute. So you have you're obviously feeling some stress, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Some concentration. So basically, then I would show them before I go to it, and I show people, and depending on their question, always depending on like how much they want to know, right? And not to do show much too much as I do quickly explain like the kind of database that this resonance app offers, that we have a database with crystals. Like the first one has 48 crystal, and as you know, different crystal have different vibrations.
I'm sorry, Nate. Is this still the blue app, or are we now in the pink app?
No, this is the blue app. Still the blue app.
Okay.
So you can vibrate, like if you tap the little eye, like the top one, it says Alaskan gem
elixirs.
Elixirs. If I tap on the one, it'll show me the various crystal in this database.
I see. Yeah.
Right. And then different crystal has different vibration. So when you do a scan on the crystal database, it will pick up the top 5, give you the vibration that you need to optimize.
So is that the one directly linked to memory? No, I'm trying to get the connection.
Okay, I'll explain that. Okay, that's a different thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to here. So the resonance, you can actually vibrate these databases in the crystals, bug flower remedies, homeopathic psychic remedies, and digital nutrition. These things you can vibrate the digital, do the scan and vibrate the frequencies remotely, right? This is without the strap. Okay, I'll get back to your questions about the memory.
Okay. All right.
So for some of these programs, you can access the microcurrent with the pink app. Okay, I'm going to
Correct.
explain that.
Yeah,
So that
okay.
ends the blue app. I'm going to explain to you how the pink app work, right? Because I'm going to show you here. You see the little pink dot, a little blue dot there? The
Right.
blue dot is amazing. It's just frequency. You can share with friends and family around the whole wide world. Work with quantum physics. The frequency can vibrate. You can send your healing frequency to someone in Singapore that I do, Singapore, Hong Kong.
Right.
So it's intangible, right? The pink app is more like a local app. You can actually experience the frequency through microcurrent, push through into the cellular level. That's the pink app. That's why so I just turned on my pink app, right? So if I
you
want
said you can experience it pushing through through the cell.
Okay, so I suggest, okay, there's a video that I did in explaining about in not like.
I just didn't hear what your sentence was. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, so the pink app is the applications that you can actually experience the frequencies at a cellular level using microcurrent,
Yes, okay.
right?
Yes,
Because
yes,
when
yes.
you put on the strap, you can
Yes.
feel the current flow. You can set the intensity, and
Yes.
each cell, our entire body is made out of cells, right? There's a cell
Yeah.
membrane, right? There's an electrical charge on each
Yeah.
cells, right? That's why you feel so drained at the end of the day. You have no energy, right?
Right.
So this is like when a cell is inflamed, when you have inflammation, when you have pain, or when you have cancer, those cells have very, very low energy. So by using the pink app, you can actually use microcurrents, strap yourself up, put on a sticky, and the physical microcurrent can actually get into the cellular level.
Yes, I understand.
And it's like charging up the battery of your body.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a local level, right? So that's the uniqueness of the pink app versus the blue app, which is different, right? You both get frequency, but this one is a more focus specific. And remember, we did a scan on the learning program. If you press learning program, you see all those programs there. So you know your highest relevance memory. Then, so this is what I do. I do the scan once a week, and that will help me see the top 5 area I need to optimize my health. And then under each area, like we just pick learning and then do a more detailed scan. It tells me my top one is memory. And then there was, I think, learning.
Acute, concentration,
and then stress, whatever.
And stress.
Then you can actually do that and then actually do a schedule. Like today, I might do a memory program. The microcurrent, the recommendation is not more than 3 times a day. Okay. So I might do a goal cycle program, pure detox, right? And I do a memory code program. And then because my hair is falling off, I'm going to do a hair program that enhance my hair growth. And lately, for myself, I'm working on my candida. So I'm actually doing that every single day. But you don't want to overdo it. And then depending on your body, some people have very sensitive body. They might not be able to do it every day. They may need to do once every other day. Some people do one program a day. So it depends. Some people can do a whole day. So to start slow at a very gentle microcurrent, when you turn on the microcurrent, not turn it too high, and then go from there, right? So then when you actually run the program, you can download your press memory, you can download program in your Healy, and the program could be anywhere between 20 minutes to 1 hour or 80 minutes.
Okay.
And you just enjoy the frequency. Of course, you can also use the coil. That's a separate discussion altogether, how that technology work, right? So then you can actually enhance those functions. So then I explain how the ping app went, and I do a quick browse through what's possible. Then we have, I go through, this is the best part. Everybody loves this, right? Just with the Go Cycle program, you have access to 144,000 frequencies. And each one of these programs have access of hundreds of frequencies. And these are individualized, it's called IMF, individualized microcurrent. That means you and I can use the same pure app and we're receiving different frequencies because it's continuously taking in our vibration, analyzes and give you what you need. It's like a feedback loop like that, right? Care there's actually a manual that goes through all the the descriptions of these programs. Cares to boost our immune system. There's a program to increase our energies, to balance our well-being, to relaxes us from stress, or to release us from pain, right? So this one is actually a very good core program, which the goal model of the Healy provide at a $500, very affordable for everybody. Then of course you can get additional program page for different areas of needs, right? People experiencing chronic pain. The first program in the pain page is called chronic pain. It comes with all model, including the goal. So that's really good. But when you have the pain or the stimulation program page, there's a program for joint pain, there's a program for back pain, tooth pain, anxiety pain, depression pain, insomnia pain. And then, of course, there's a great program page for learning, right? So then you can explain, like, if you think that you're forgetting things, there's a program that enhance your memory, right? And then each organs function optimally with different frequencies, right? For these frequencies, then you can boost up your immune system. That will actually your immune system is the one that's going to take care of your overall health, right? In constant, better concentrations, learning faster. Like we have a student reporting after using these programs, they can actually find it a lot easier to learn new material, etc. And then fitness program, we love this. We can optimize our weight. And I always like to give the example, like some people with high metabolism, that is frequency, right? I can eat a bowl of rice and gain 3 pounds tomorrow, literally. Versus someone can eat and they metabolize it so quickly, right? So if you want to optimize your weight, could be losing weight or gaining weight, the weight program is there to help you. And if you're working out your muscle, you're experiencing muscle pain because you're building your muscle, there's a program for muscle building, so stamina. And I like to keep quoting examples as I go, like circulation program, someone actually measured their blood pressure, showing at 145, they use the circulation program, and the blood pressure went down from 140 to 120 and then 110. Okay. So then, and I try to engage, and people will start asking questions, and then you just kind of carry out the conversation. And you want to just spend maybe no more than 5 minutes to quickly go through these, right? Yeah. And so this program for this and that, like that, right? And the sleeping program is my favorite, right? So then if your client has sleeping the issues, then they might pop up and say, yeah, I have problems sleeping, whatever, right? Then say, this is good. One of my friends was taking sleeping pills for 30 years. They're using the sleeping program. Now she's off the medication. We're not telling you to get off any of your medications. Yeah. It's up to the doctors. You consult your doctors for all your health needs. But this is a tool that can help you to enhance the function of your immune system. And over time, you may be able to get off a lot of medications. Just like myself, I was able to get off no prescription or over-the-counter medication. Not myself, not my kids. And then mental balance. We all know how much mental health is like a huge issue, is affecting your emotional health, everything, right? And then of course your body, and then you're gonna have chronic stress, etc. So this program will take care of a lot of the mental balance issue, right? Beauty, skin, we all love this, right? Better hair, better skin, better nails. And actually we have programs that actually enhance the growth of collagen for our skin, the stem cell circulation in our skin, there's skin program. And so just go through them like this, right? And I will quickly go into here. And actually one of my friends, when she saw the eyes program, she shared with me she actually had an eye injury and got the Healy just because she wanted something to help her to get better eyesight, right? Immune system. There's a doctor who actually did the live blood analysis. The blood cells were all stuck together. They do the immune system. After that, the blood cells were all flowing a lot healthier with, healthier blood cells, right? So there's a lot of testimonial and using different program, hormones, right? And there's a program for menopause. I'm going through menopause right now, so I'll use that program. Menstruation, you name it. There's a program for everything. gut health, intestine. And this is the part that I found most people resonate a lot. And some people begin asking and say, so how does this work? Like, how do you get this? Right?
Yes.
Then so you can just then the next thing I do is let me show you, and then that will pretty much ends the scan, right? And then I will just go through this, and I show this chart. If you don't have this chart, I'll send it to you. And you have it available, you just share screen. Can you see my screen?
I see it, yes.
Yeah. And I just tell them, so basically the Healy is, the parent company of Time Waver is Time Waver. It's been around for 15 years. They have over 3,000 therapists, and they've just spent $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 to get these therapist grade machine. You have to pay $100 to $150 per visit for 1 hour frequency therapy, holding 2 steel rods like this on your hand, sitting on a chair, right? Now it's much more affordable. Through the Healy, you can start with as low as $500, and you can have frequency therapy at your own home and share with your family, your kids, your husband at any time you want. And so the difference between these models is really just the number of programs you can access, right? And you can start at any level, and you can pay, and if you like it, you can pay to upgrade to the next level at any time. Or the best thing about this is it's customizable, right? Because if let's just say I start with the second one, which is great, it gives me 61 program, right? Which is a great model. If I want to try the resonance module or the aura module, I can pay like $35 monthly to try it out, right? Or I can just pay $20 a month to try the sleeping program or the fitness program, whatever. And if I like enough, I can decide, hey, maybe I need to upgrade and just own. When you upgrade to the next model, you actually own all the program lifetime use. So then there's a model for everybody, which is then that's where I am, and I just ask them if they have any questions and say which model they like to start off with, and then I can just pop up the link and then help them to shop and pick up the Healy. So that's how I share my Healy. And then, when people sometimes they said they need to check with their husband or look more at just look through the testimonial, I'll invite them into the group, right? I'll send you a group link where you can actually find and look through the testimonial with different people so that they can actually get a better sense what this thing can do. And then I will just schedule a follow-up appointment maybe in the next 3 to 5 days to see if I can answer any of your questions, if there's any promotions. I also share with them and then just encourage them to get started. And the best part about the Healy is it comes with a 14 days money back guarantee. So 95% of people tried it, actually would recommend to people. So if you're paying, you have issues that you're not sure, the only way to find us is just really give it a try. And rest assured that you have that 14-day money back guarantee. All right, so I'm going to just stop the recording right here. And if you have any questions, reach out to the person who refer you to this video, or you can reach out to me if no one's helping you.
Awesome. Thank you, May.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.